Like, this is crazy. Like, I have tried to create this video so many times, and it just, for whatever reason, not working out. So I have to keep recording myself to try to create this video. So I hope you support me and you like the video and comment and, all that good stuff. And, enjoy the video. So I'll be talking about my Slinky Links. Finally, I said it right. Like 3 times that I did it, and no, I'm not doing it at the same time. It was different times, but it was 3 times, and different experience. But I'm just gonna sum it up for all 3 of them. They are and they were fun, and we eventually, well, for my first and second Sneaky Links, they did like me. We used to have feelings for each other, but it was like still different. But at the end, it was very hurtful and sad, and I was just very upset. And then, but at the beginning of it was pretty fun. It was good. It was fun. There was no issues at the beginning, until feelings were added. So if you're wanting to do it, just keep in mind that you can't have feelings if you just want to have it. If you want to do this and just do this for fun, So don't put any feelings. That's just one thing that I can tell you. Anyways, I already have created a whole story about this. If you want to know more information, or you could comment down your questions and I'll answer them. But if you want to know the whole story, go on my channel and look for the story. It was based on my decision, and you'll figure it out. The whole story about the bus driver and I, and Jake too. But that's the name that I used on my story. But that Jake is my Slinky Link, but that's not his real name. It's just a nickname that I used. But anyways, so my first Slinky Link was a bus driver. He was way older. It was cool, fun, and I liked it. And I didn't think of him at all until he was talk to me, and we would have conversations, and eventually we started to hang out and do other stuff too in the 3 years that we have known each other. But that all ended in the end of August. And then what was the downfall of it was that he was older, age difference, and I told him to go be with his girlfriend now. And he asked me, just letting you know, he asked me for permission. I told him to go ahead, and not thinking that it was gonna affect our relationship, but it did. And that was the downfall and my regret, because he listened and he went ahead and did it. Now, that last interaction of us was when he told me one day, yeah, we're totally together, we're cool, and even though there's not a label, we're still together, I was like, oh, okay, great, this is awesome, this is what we've been wanting, right? Until the next day, he was just not texting at all, but I just thought we were busy. But anyways, later in the night, I texted him. I was like, hey, and he wouldn't reply. And eventually he texted me back, and then he said, I'm trying to work things out with her. And I already knew. I was like, oh no. So I promised myself that day that I was never gonna get into it with him again, and I'm not gonna let him back into my life for whatever with whatever happens, and that was pretty pretty much it with the bus driver. But then my second sneak link came like right after, and I didn't let my heart recover of what was happening with, or what happened with the bus driver. I just moved on and was not having time to heal. And so, anyways, this one friend, I have known him for a long time, but at one point of our life, we stopped being friends. Well, I guess I stopped being friends with him because something happened. And when he came back into my life, we reconnected. We had fun. Everything was good. But then again, feelings started to kind of mess things up. And at the end, he was like, no matter what, you're still gonna be with your ex. It doesn't matter what I do. It doesn't matter how I feel about you, whatever I do for you. Like, you're still gonna be with him. That is not true, but that's what he was thinking. And so he made the decision to leave and not be a part of my life. And that's what happened with the snake link. So if I know him, it's because like I was with my ex. Well, back then he was my boyfriend, and they were friends before I came into his picture. He was the landlord and maintenance back then, and that's how I knew of him, But yeah, and I didn't mention this, but how I reconnected with him was so one time I was having a girl date, and I was having a girl date with my coworker when I still had the second job, and we were just hanging out. We were planning on hanging out, and we did eventually hang out. But then before that day started, like I was just walking, I saw a red car. He was in the car, and I didn't think that it was him, and we locked eyes, and then we both wanted to figure out to see if it was, each other, and it was. And so we started to follow each other on Facebook. We exchanged phone numbers, and then the history happened, and it ended in the middle of December. So yeah, and then my third sneak link. So there's not much to say. The only problem is that it's just hard to find time to do it, to have fun. But other than that, it's been pretty good. I only did it once, and we're attempting to do it again. It's just finding time, really. But that's all, really, honestly, right now. I don't have anything else to say. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe, and thanks for all the support that I am getting on YouTube. Thank you very much. All right, I guess I'll let you guys just go. Bye.